almost 3 years. So I thought I'd give it a try with a game that at least starts off pretty frickin' chill. Because I think it's cooler that way. But, yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing today. And on the off chance that any of my old audience watches along, this is a game called Kingdom Come Deliverance, and it is a RPG set in real history. But the character you play as is fictional, and you know, they got to make it a video game in some ways. So, you know, it's not real history, but it's set like in a real place, Bohemia, during a real time. The 1400s. I think 1417? We'll find out. The early 15th century was a time of turmoil in the Holy Roman Empire, which had flourished under the late Emperor Charles IV. But now, with his son Wenceslas the Idle on the Bohemian throne, blah blah blah, the king's inactivity angered many of the nobility, as well as his half-brother King Sigismund of Hungary, who decided to plot a coup for control of the empire. The game will never look this good for the rest of the game. This little opening shot of it panning through the wilderness is as good as it gets. And I don't mind that. Yeah, 1403, there we go. It was even earlier than I thought. You got your little starter town. Every RPG needs one. Your little village where main character boy grows up before he becomes a man. It's a silver mining town. You know, the mines are up in that hill right outside the town. And there's the local liege lord, Sir Radzik of Kobula. They'll tell you more about him when you actually talk to him in gameplay, but you know, the
God bless. Same to you. Today's a scorcher.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good.
making
Should get it
swords.
finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
This hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening.
Oh no.
Drinking like a lord.
This game is a little bit
Go and get the lazy bones up then.
a little
clout
bit
round the
not
edge should do it.
perfect. So like if you're seeing it hitching, that's because it is. That's not a problem with the stream. That's just in the game. It happens sometimes.
Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Get up or I'll come get you up, you slug of bed.
Oh,
Hear that?
he's threatening
Better not
to
vex
hit me.
him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this?
It's rags, Mom.
Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You
Yeah.
better pray your father doesn't get to
I
hear
was sword
it.
fighting with my bros
You
out in the
know
woods
how he
last
feels
night.
about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt.
Ah,
Now get up, you rogue.
yeah, they care about him. This opening conversation is going to see, look, there's the loading bar, and even it hitches, so, like, yeah, it's not just the stream. The cutscene hitching is part of the game. It's authentic! But as soon as it's done loading this, the very first conversation I have is gonna dictate my starting stats, basically. Like, I'll be able to pick if I want to specialize in agility,
A fine
charisma,
state
or
you're in this
strength,
morning.
based
What on
on
earth did you get up to last
the first two
night?
things I say. Yeah, I'm gonna go with, speech. I don't know, wait. Vitality. I need health.
I was with Bianca. We were, talking?
Yeah, talking.
Talking, were you? That's what you call it, is it?
Yeah,
Stop it, Ma.
yeah, I call it talking.
Well, I've got a feeling there's something
Look,
you're not
leveled
telling
up.
me. And it's connected with
Because
that
my level was
scratch on
literally
your
0,
hand.
so getting
And that
a level in
suspicious-looking character with a
anything
sword
was enough to
turned up in
level
town
up at least
recently.
once. And, the second answer you give is enough for like half a level. And I don't need strength, because I've played this game enough times to know some ways to get strength easy early on. So, it's a difficult choice between more vitality or speech and agility. And I think I'm going to go with
You
speech.
think he's teaching me sword fighting, don't you? What use would that be to me? Here. I'm not lying to you, Ma.
All right, then, if you say so. I don't mean to pry, but you know your father takes a dim view of such things.
Yeah. Have my friends been here?
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning.
What
shouldn't be hard
what
to
interest do
find.
I have in sword
They'll be
play?
hanging around a
Go to the
tavern
sword fighting
somewhere,
lesson.
as usual.
Mother.
It's funny. It's funny to me
You're
anyway.
nearly a grown man, Hal. Father will
Apparently
pass the word
Hal
on
is
to you one day
short
soon.
for Henry.
You've been caught
I
in
didn't know that
pickle for
before I played
months
this game.
now. Why do you have to keep wasting your time with those two layabouts? They're nothing but trouble.
Layabouts. Old insults are great. Yeah, I'm hungry.
Can I get something to eat?
Now,
Breakfast
left
is
some
on the
breakfast
table.
on the table. Help yourself.
Is Pa angry
Is
at
Father
me?
angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to
Fucking
complain. But he needs your
Relatable
help,
as
Henry.
fuck.
I know. Don't worry, Ma.
You know you're getting old when you
Good.
relate to the main character's
He always has a
middle-aged
sneeze
father.
ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time.
Fucking my joints
It's
ache
looking
just from
like
sitting
such
here.
a nice day.
And do you need
me
help
to
with
do
anything, Ma?
Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Yes, ma'am. Alright. So yeah, your main character's name is Henry. And since he's the son of a smith, I am just going to headcanon that his last name is Smith. Because that was how they did it in the medieval times, right? Anyway, I'm gonna pick up this bread roll. And a bunch of this other food. Apple. Apple. Lentil soup. Apple. Yeah, you see, look, down there, that meter with, like, a bowl that's, partly filled in with yellow. The yellow is how much it's empty, actually, because my character has been out all night and did not feed himself well. I'm trying to remember the jumping button. It's square. Cool. Alright. Because I'm trying to remember if these bags have anything. They do not. So, ooh, cheese. I fucking love cheese.
I love to get something to eat.
Yeah,
I'm starting
like,
to
my
get hungry.
character's tummy is grumbling. Just straight up. Like, fucking... I related to, main character's dad and his aching bones just a minute ago. Now that I am in control, I am proud to say that I relate to main character and his grumbling tummy. Lentil soup. Item info. Lentils are readily available legumes that make a good base for soup. Nourishment 8. Okay, see, this is where shit gets complicated. Nourishment and energy are different from health. Some food will heal your energy, but give you almost no nourishment. Some food will give you a fuck ton of nourishment, but almost no energy, and very few foods will give you any health at all. Most of your health is going to come from potions, which you need to learn alchemy and herbalist for. Which is why the title of this video is flower picking, fist fighting, and fleeing a massacre. Because the first thing we're going to do is pick a fuck ton of flowers. And that's why I said it's very chill, at least at the start. So I ate some fucking lentil soup, and you see my nourishment went from 40 to 48. I don't know if you guys can see it, because it is, you know, it makes the screen smaller, but, you know, I put it there. And I'm going to eat some of these bread rolls, because they'll give me another 7 each. So, you know, now my nourishment's at 62. How much cheese? And, see, cheese will give me negative energy, but gives me a lot of nourishment. Apples give you a little bit of nourishment and health, but obviously they don't do that if they rot, so we're going to eat them right away. And I'm gonna eat more apples. You gotta pick everything up one by one in this game. And that includes the flowers that I'm about to pick. So, you know, this stream is gonna last, you know, probably 3 hours, just like my old ones used to. But it's gonna be mostly apple picking. So, you know, get ready for that. And I have eaten everything that was on the table. So now all that's left is the stew from the pot, which is enough to get me all the way up to 98. And, oh yeah, it's a good thing I picked agility, because, no, wait. I didn't pick agility. Fuck. Agility dictates your fucking lockpick, and this lockpick chest is inaccessible after the tutorial. And you get very few lockpicks in the tutorial. Don't worry, we'll deal with that when we come to it. Anyway, I am going to go to Father at the very last. I got that fucking quest objective to go to the sword fighting lesson. We're gonna do that first. Trying to remember. Okay, L3 is stealth. Okay, yeah, circle is to run. And when you're running, you don't turn with the R stick. You turn with the L stick. It just, you can, like, if you do the Falcon Claw or whatever the fuck they call that move in the fighting game scene. You can tilt the right stick to, like, aim up while you're running, but if you try to, like, turn with the right stick while you're running, you, will stop running. And, that's important to know for the fleeing a massacre part of the video. But you know, that won't be important for another hour or two. Anyway, if I do enough flower picking, I will get like a free +5 to my strength stat from all the fucking squats I'm doing. Cause that's what you're doing when you're picking flowers. He squats down for every fucking flower. It's fucking great. I have leveled up herbalism already because of picking flowers. You know, this is the fucking meta strat for this game. You just pick every flower in town before the massacre starts, and you can probably sell a fuck ton of them. Discovered combat arena. Don't look at that, because like it's right over there, but I wasn't looking at it. The sage, there we go. Like, this game is kind of like Skyrim, where like you have a bunch of different stats, and leveling up any one of them contributes towards leveling up your main level. But that's where the similarities end. But that still makes it, expedient to pick every flower in town at the start of the game, because you get so many levels in herbalism that you get that shit. And and there's perk points for every skill, and then there's perk points for your main level also. So I've played this game enough to know what I'm doing, or I've played the start of it enough. Full disclosure, I always stop playing around the end of Act 1, and I'm not just guessing that that's the end of Act 1. The game literally says it's the end of Act 1, because that's the furthest I've ever gotten in it, because every subsequent start over that I've done has been even more committed to building myself up even more before I get there. And because I'm spending all that time building myself up, I get burned out before I get back to that point again. Win some, you lose some. Oof. Yeah, Henry is not in the best of shape. He is, he's the son of a smith, and he's also lazy and shirks his responsibilities, so he's not even as in shape as the son of a smith should be, let alone a sword-fighting, armor-wearing douche, which he will have to become very soon, because of things that will happen very soon. I'm talking about shit that hasn't happened yet, but it's gonna happen right away, so I don't really think it's that big of a deal. Fast travel point. That fast travel point is useless, because this village will be burned to the ground very soon. Nettles, there we go. There's a fuck ton of nettles in town. They technically count as an herb, even though they're not sweet-smelling herbs, and, it hurts to grab them. If you've ever grabbed nettles in real life, you know that it gets really fucking shitty really fucking fast. I think you get a perk point for every 4 levels in the herbalism skill. And I think the perk that I'm looking for is a level 2 perk, which means I need to pick enough herbs to get 8 levels in herbalism to be able to get the perk that I'm thinking of. It's either an automatic perk. There are some perks in this game that you get automatically after doing a thing enough, And I can't remember if the perk that I'm thinking of that gives me that +5 to strength from all the squatting and picking flowers, I can't remember if that's a perk that I have to buy or if that's one of those automatic ones that I just get after I pick enough flowers. And you know what? I'll check, here in a little bit. But first of all, I'm gonna, pick as many fucking flowers as I can, because this game is very chill at the start. The first time I played it, I breezed through the tutorial as quickly as I could, which, is saying something, because the fist fighting part of the video is harder than you might think. You're just, fighting a local drunkard slash guy who never pays back his debts because he owes your dad some money. But if you don't, actually fucking pay attention to the tutorial, and if you don't actually fucking pay attention to the how to fight people in this game screen that pops up at the start of the fight, you can get your ass kicked even if you have, got these strength perks that I'm fishing for right now. It's fucking stupid. But I love it. Because I love janky games. And I think there's a sequel planned for this. Which, I could totally believe that, because your main character is a nobody, and the story is told from his perspective, so, just like some random son of a small town smith is obviously not going to be important enough for the history books to remember, but if he wrote his own memoirs, because you're going to learn to read and write well, there's a trophy for not learning to read and write, but I'm a huge nerd in real life, so I couldn't resist a side quest devoted to learning to reading and writing. So, Henry is not important enough for, the history books to remember him, but if you do the side quest where you learn to read and write, and then write your own fucking memoirs, then yeah, I could totally believe that there was an unsung hero with a story of his own that existed in this time and place, because, that's what it means to be a person. We're all living our own stories. We're all writing our own stories as we live it, And, it's... I'm waxing poetic, and it's slowing me down. I'm sorry, audience. But yeah, I'm picking up dandelions and marigolds and sage and valerian and a fuck ton of nettles. Holy shit, so many nettles. Nettles. I like the music. It sounds medieval. If you ever gone to that restaurant, Medieval Times, that's what this is. It's what you got here. Not literally, but, the horns in the background there remind me of the trumpets I've heard in video footage I've seen of people at Medieval Times. I've never been to Medieval Times. I would like to go to Medieval Times someday. I don't even know where there is one. I get the feeling that's something that's only in, California. There's probably not one of those anywhere near me. I'm not saying where I'm at. I'm smart enough to not do that. Fucking... There we go. Like I showed y'all before, when you... Oh, also, the higher your herbalism stat gets, the more herbs you pick up when you pick up an herb. Because you'll pick up, herbs that are close enough to that herb. So like that whole patch of yellow that I picked up a second ago, that was because my herbalism stat has gotten high enough to do that already. Um, um, everything weighs something in this game. Even these flowers that I'm picking up, they weigh something. And I will have to... Oh, perk point. Fuck yeah. Okay. Okay, player. There we go. Main level, I have one perk... no, I'm sorry, I have 1 point in main level. Let me check. Info. I get a perk point every 2 levels of main level. And, skills, there we go. Herbalism. You get a perk point every 5 levels of herbalism. Yeah, you have a 20 level cap. Your level cap is 20 for all your skills and also your main level. But, you know, that sounds like not a lot. Okay, I see. I need to be level 10 to get the thing. See? Herb picking activity will add experience to your strength stat too. I misremembered exactly what it was. So, yeah. Flower power. I get a charisma bonus when I'm carrying around lots of flowers. Alternatively, I could save this perk point and get botanist so that the herbs I sell for 15% higher. So that I can, you know, leave the tutorial area with a bit more money than I otherwise would. I'm not going to do that because all that ends up leading to is me not having anybody to sell shit to because I have bought everything from everybody already. So I'm just going to go with flower power, and I can get botanist later. So I misremembered the perk. The perk doesn't like just instantly give you a +5 to strength. I was getting that 5 from like the intervals on the herbalism skill progress. So I need to get another 5 levels in herbalism before I can get leg day, and then I need to pick even more herbs to level up my strength a bit. Agility is for things like lockpicking and using a bow. And strength is for, you know, swords, obviously. Strength is for fighting, obviously. Vitality is your resistance to damage, which is why I wanted that, because you can die very easily in this game, especially at the start. The fleeing the massacre that I mentioned, that shit is harder than it sounds. Sorry for sucking my teeth there. So I need to pick enough flowers to get 5 more levels in herbalism, which I promise you will not take as long as you might think, because there's just so many effing flowers in this starter village. Every RPG needs a starter village, you know, childhood hometown that gets, you know, burned or massacred or bombed or both or all 3. We won't be getting bombed in this because bombs aren't a thing yet. I don't think they are anyway. This is 1403. The Renaissance didn't start till like the mid 1400s as far as I know. So, you know. And also I don't know if the Renaissance really, like, came this far. This is Bohemia, which, if I understand it correctly, is like modern day Czech Republic type area. Like, I don't... Oh, see, another level in herbalism. It's not as tedious as it sounds, I swear. Just keep picking flowers to level up your strength stat. The name of the perk is literally leg day. They knew what they were getting at, because all these squats, just... You get the leg day perk and you can get strong while gardening. Fuck yeah. Oh, there it is. Chamomile. It's good for making tea. Man. I can't tell if that one's just for show or if I can pick it. I guess I can't pick it. I know I can pick these ones, though. There we go. It looks stupid, I know, but, I love it. Wormwood. That's the name of that meteor from the Book of Revelations. That's a deep pull. Most people probably aren't going to get that reference. Like, I'm sure everybody knows about the Book of Revelations, but did you know that they explicitly mention a meteor named Wormwood in the Book of Revelations? I knew about it. More chamomile. Get the flower power to give a... Get the flower power perk to get a +2 to your charisma stat when carrying sweet-smelling herbs, like chamomile and marigold. There's another one that gives you, like, a big boost to your vitality or your constitution, I can't remember which one, when you're carrying poisonous herbs. Just from carrying them, I guess. I guess you've, like, soaked it in enough through your skin that you have a mild resistance to poison forever. I don't fucking know. I can't remember. Like I said, some perks you get automatically for doing a thing enough times, so I can't, you know, read the descriptions on those until I actually get them. Like, there's a perk in this game called Cumin Killer, and after you kill enough cumins, they will be terrified of you. You get like a +5 to all the damage you do against them, and there is a higher chance of them running away when they see you kill another one of them in a fight. It's kind of cool. I can't remember the exact words, but I think it's cool. And you can get that perk like pretty early on if you're just, you know, running around the countryside. Another level in herbalism. F yeah. You can get that perk pretty early on if you're just running around the countryside, because cumins are one of the 3 types of random encounters you can get. You can get cumins, you can get local bandits. God be with you as well, local guardsmen. You can run into cumins, you can run into local bandits, or you can run into survivors of the war who have, like, turned to banditry. And you might be thinking, well, how is that different from local bandits? These are, like, literal farmers with, like, pitchforks and shit, and they will, like, you know, leave a dead body in the road, or, like, you know, dump a log across the path to stop you, and then they'll just charge out of the bushes when you stop, and they will just poke you to death with their fucking pitchforks. And it sounds dumb, but it works really well. So, you know, don't underestimate local bandits. Local bandits are not to be underestimated. I mean, I'm sorry. Survivors are not to be underestimated. Because they're desperate. They got nothing left to lose. Of course they're going to come at you with everything they got. I have died to, like, you know, flea-bitten survivors more than I have died to bandits or humans. And this is the compost heap. Every village has one. You can hear the flies buzzing. I don't want to be close to there. I know it's a video game, but I just hate that sound. I hate the sound of flies buzzing really loud near your ear. I can't remember if there's more flowers in the cow pen or not. I don't see any. And when I say flowers, I just mean any kind of herb that I can pick. Because see, look, more nettles. Nettles. He's just got so much shit. Like, it's gonna take me like an hour or so to get to level 10 in herbalism. Because, you know, I got to level 6 just recently, you know, you saw that happen. What I don't know for sure is if the handfuls that I'm picking up when my stat gets high enough to start picking up handfuls, is that like, is it counting every plant in the handful toward my stat, or is it only counting the one that I aimed at? Because if it's only counting the one that I aimed at, yeah, I can see why that would slow you down the further into the skill tree you get. Still though, it can be done. If you pick every herb in town, you still have plenty of herbs left over by the time you get level 10 in herbalism. See, look, more nettles. I will have to sell some of these nettles eventually, because, like, I shit you not, I can get to the point that I am over encumbered just from carrying flowers around. That's a thing that can happen in this game. It's similar to Skyrim like that, like, except, you know, in this game, some flowers weigh more than 0.1 units of weight. It's kind of a dick move. Dandelions. Fuck yeah. Nettles. I chose this game because it's pretty chill at the start. Like, every RPG has, you know, a starter village where, you know, your main character grew up and, you know, something terrible happens that is either part of or the entire motivation for the main character to go out on his quest. And this is no different. But, oh yeah, another level of herbalism. F yeah. Not every game that does that, not every RPG that does that trick, you know, does a very good job of making you care about the town. And, maybe I'm just, you know, sentimental. And maybe I'm just easily manipulated or some shit. Maybe I'm funky like that. Look it up. Funky literally means easily manipulated. Maybe I'm funky like that, but, wait, hold on. Yeah, my mic is on. I'm just making sure. Maybe I'm funky like that, but this game does make me care about this town before the end. And I don't know if that's because I spend so much time in this town running around picking flowers, or if
God save you, Henry.
the game actually does a good job of making me care. But either way, I do end up caring about this town before the tutorial's over. And I will point out to you all the things that make me care as they happen. One thing that makes me care, the guardsmen, they're really nice. I'm not used to cops being nice. And that's what the guardsmen are, basically. They're cops, you know. I'm not used to cops being nice. And these medieval village guards are nice, you know. God be with you, Henry, you know. Fuck yeah. And also, like, I usually really hate when people say shit like that, because in this modern era, in modern America, somebody says some shit like that, it sounds fake, it sounds holier than thou, it sounds like they're just, you know, trying to have their moral high horse, you know? Trying to have their moral high horse, and fuck you too. But in this fiction, this setting where, like, I know that everyone was religious, to varying degrees, it feels more genuine, even though I know these are just people reading lines off a script, and like 90% of them are like canned lines from like the same 2 or 3 voice actors who all voice like every guard. I know it's like that, but it still feels more real because it's fucking 1403 Bohemia. It feels more real, feels more genuine, feels like they actually do mean that in the original meaning of, hey, safe travels, hope you got an omnipotent, all-seeing being watching over you. You know, because, you know, yeah, see, there you go, I'm overloaded just with flowers. Now, in this game, you can still move at a pretty decent pace when you're overloaded, unless you're even more overloaded. But since it's just picking flowers, the flowers are pretty cheap. The flowers are pretty lightweight, so I can still move at pretty much my full walking speed, as long as I, you know, don't pick up too many more before I go. Is this the general store? Yeah, I've come to see you, buddy. Yeah, this is the general store. No, this is not the general store. This is the grocer. I need the general store. Because the general store will buy all my shit.
Cucumbers, onions, come get 'em.
Yeah, this is the trader, the general store.
Good God, what happened to your clothes? If you were robbed, you should report it.
Also, characters in the game will comment upon your appearance. My clothes are ugly and shitty because I've worked up a sweat digging in the dirt to pick all these herbs. So, you know, she has a little bit of an overreaction. Don't worry, old lady. We're good. So, move to the sell pile. Okay. So, that's not the general store. Is this guy the general store? He's a grocer. He's a vegetable salesman. But he's labeled a trader. So let's see.
Something happened to you.
Nothing has happened to me,
Someone
sir.
steal your fancy clothes?
These are my fancy clothes, sir. Yeah, I can sell my herbs to this guy. So, yeah, I've got 117 dandelions. We can get rid of some of those. 55 is half of 110. 56 would be half of 112. 57 would be half of 114. 58 would be half of 116. So that's close enough. so we'll accept that. Oh look, 303 nettles. Yeah, we're getting rid of those. So that would be 152. That's as close to half of 303 we can get.
You're cheap.
Just gotta.
How come they have to figure it out?
And then 30 Valerian. So that's an easy half. Honestly, I could be selling like more than half of these, but you know, I just want to be, you know, my OCD has me wanting to do it like as close to half as I can get. So yeah, I have sold a boatload of a boatload of. I just sold a boatload of herbs, and if I hold square, I can haggle, and if I haggle, I can pay him more than what it's. I can like accept a lower price than what it's worth to get some free rep, or I can, you know, try to get him to give me more than what it's worth. As much as I care about this village will be burned to the ground very soon. So I'm gonna try and, you know, swindle this motherfucker.
Let's have a word about the price.
Aye. All you need to tame Mother Nature.
See, look, this is the haggling tutorial. You don't need to read that. I've already read it before. Also, you know, you can probably guess just based on the gauges. Yeah, see, the top of it is his purse, and the bottom of it is how much I'll get.
For the kitchen or the fields, my fine wares will brighten your every day.
I'm gonna lowball him.
Here, with a little something on top for a good measure.
Well now, thank you very much.
Yeah, I let him lowball me to be nice. Because I remembered that
Laces, come people,
if I haggle too good, then every merchant in town is gonna like not have any money to buy shit from me, and I need them to be able to buy shit from me because I can't keep carrying around all these effing flowers because I need to be able to run and run fast by the end of the tutorial. See, I need to be able to do this shit because there's fleeing from a massacre, which, you know, I titled this video like that not only because it is fun, but because it is true. There will be flower picking, there will be fist fighting, and there will be fleeing from a massacre. And so I need to be able to run by the time I get to the fleeing from a massacre part. You know? Fucking... more chamomile. I know it's pronounced chamomile. I'm just being an ass. I mean, if I wanted to be a real big ass, I could just, you know, mispronounce all of these things on purpose. I could call the sage Sage. We need some sage leaves. And we got these Valerie Ann plants here. You see, I can pronounce things wrong on purpose to be funny. I can call valerian valerian. I can call chamomile. Another level of herbalism. F yeah. See, you need to level up your herbalism to get the good, to get the leg day perk. They knew what they were doing. Oh yeah, also time does not start moving until the tutorial ends. Like, you might see it getting darker and brighter periodically, but that's just clouds getting in the way of the sun. It is staying like late morning to midday until the end of the tutorial. Yeah, see? Like, if there's more valerian next to a valerian plant that I pick, then, like, with how high my herbalism is at this point, I can pick all of them in a radius. Same for this chamomile here. Look, I picked this one, and those two got picked too. That's what the herbalism stat do. Which, you know, helps, because if you're aiming at every single flower one by one, then obviously it helps that your character starts automatically picking up whole handfuls as they get better at it, because picking one by one would take a really long time. And yeah, like, there was a whole bunch more flowers over here. Chamomile and valerian mostly. And there's still valerian, but valerian's hard to aim at. See, look. There we go. But yeah, like, there was a whole bunch of chamomile and valerian over here that I hadn't gotten to yet. So, you know, I can boost my herbalism even more by coming to this side of town. There we go. The movement is a little bit floaty, as you can see, which, you know, makes it a little difficult to aim directly at the flower. I love this music. It's chill. It's really chill. Sounds nice. There's more chamomile. I'm not yawning because this is boring for me. I'm yawning because I didn't sleep till 6 a.m. last night. This is actually genuinely fun for me. It's therapeutic. And, you know, sometimes you need that because, like, what I was playing yesterday was definitely, giving me some anger issues. There we go. More chamomile. More herbs. There we go. More dandelions? Or is that marigolds? Oh, no, it's St. John's wort. It's a completely new flower. No, wait, it's not new. That's what that other chunk of yellow was over there last time. On the other side of town. There's very few St. John's wort in the starter village. I think there's, like, a little bit of every herb in the starter village, now that I think about it. But, like, some of the rarer ones are obviously rarer. Like, I think I've got, like, 10 St. John's wort. St. John's wort is useful for something. I can't remember what. I mean, they're all useful for something, but St. John's wort is useful for a very useful potion. I can't remember what it is, but it's a very useful potion. if I knew more about the saints, I could probably guess based on what St. John was the saint of, but I don't know shit about the saints. I ain't Catholic, which is what all Christianity was back in the 1400s. I was raised Protestant. Because, like, 90% of American churches are Protestant. They've been Protestant for so long that they don't even feel the need to apply the Protestant label to themselves. But, you know, that's where they're... Oh! I got the second perk point that I was looking for. Skills, there we go. Herbalism. Yeah. See, look, there it is. Resistance. You've collected such a quantity of poisonous herbs or nettles that your vitality is permanently increased by +2. Yeah, that's how it is. And see, I can get the leg day perk now, which will start leveling up my strength while I pick the flowers. And I'm almost to my first main level perk. Main level perks are a little more difficult to pick. Some of them are like a no-brainer, but then like some of them are some of them are a no-brainer, but then some of them are will kind of fuck you over. 'Cause like they're mutually exclusive. Here, look, I'll give you a rundown real quick. Ascetic, that's a good one. Basically, you last 30% longer without getting hungry. But then as soon as you get hungry, the effects of being hungry are 20% worse. So, you know, as long as you can keep some food on you to nibble on, that is actually a good thing, because you'll never drop below 50 nourishment. If you drop below 50 nourishment, that's what counts as being hungry in this game. And then manly odor. When you're dirty, you'll have 50% more charisma when talking to women. However, people will smell you from a really far away, which makes your stealth reduced by 30. And then Night Rider is stamina regenerates 20% faster at night, 10% slower during the day. You know. And then Scout, that's not mutually exclusive to anything. And there's 3 levels of Scout, you know. Wanderer, you grew up in impoverished conditions, so comfort of beds is inverted for you. Basically, a shittier bed means you sleep better, you know, and vice versa. So that's mutually exclusive, because like eventually you're going to have access to good beds, and wouldn't you like to actually enjoy the good bed by being able to sleep on it without, you know, feeling like you slept on a rock? Well, guess what? If you buy this skill, you have to sleep on a rock to feel like you sleep on a good bed. Insomniac is a good one. Increases how long you can go without sleep. Your energy depletes 25% slower. Because energy is like how awake you are, nourishment is how full you are, and health is how alive you are. You know, like, all the skills are shit like that, you know, they're all gonna be helpful in those ways. Like, I think it's actually possible to max out the herbalism stat here in town. And if you buy the leg day perk, that obviously gets you a lot towards your strength stat too. That's not to say that you can't win that fist fight that I mentioned with a 0 strength stat. You totally can. And you can level up your strength stat just from throwing punches, even if they don't, you know, land. So, you know, But, you know, if you can, like, get a head start on combat by doing some non-combat shit, I think that's what they call in the business a pro gamer move. I hated that line as I was saying it. So, you know, if you wanna talk smack, I understand. Ooh, nettles. That is nettles, right? No, I think that's just for show. Oop, wait. This is chamomile. I can use chamomile. And valerian. I can use valerian. All this. I mean, I can't use it yet because, like, you got your herbalism skill and then you got your alchemy skill. They're different skills. Herbalism is part of alchemy. I mean, I would count that as part of alchemy, but in this game they're not. Like, alchemy is the actual mixing of the potions, and it's actually really fucking complicated. I'm not very good at it. I'm gonna have to, like, remind myself how it works every time I use it, because it's so weird. I think, you know, for all my talk of, like, there being enough flowers in the village to max out the skill, I'm not actually gonna do that. So I'm gonna sell a big chunk of my herbs to this guy again.
What happened to you? You look like you've been assaulted.
Nah, bro, I've just been rolling in the dirt. So I'm just gonna sell a bunch of this shit again. I'm gonna sell more than half this time. I'm gonna sell like 64. That'll leave me with 50, I think. Yeah. No. I can sell more. 'Cause, you know, I need to be light on my feet, you know? So if I sell 39, that gives me 20, right? Yeah. I don't even know what nettles are used for. I know they're used in alchemy because, you know, they're nettles, but, you know, the F, you know? I'm getting really close to outselling the trader. So, I will leave him with 1 gold piece.
Rakes, spades,
I have left him with 1 gold piece.
all you need to tame Mother Nature.
Cucumbers that'll cure one.
So, let me see now. See, look, go to the sword fighting lesson.
want something?
No, I don't think so. Thanks.
Suit yourself. Help.
Combat
Have you
Master
recovered from
Vanyek.
yesterday's great wound?
Oh, it was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when her son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever.
He's
I feel
got
like I
big
don't belong
dreams.
here. I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Hell yeah.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Let's go.
Yes.
Alright, I wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
Just follow slowly because I hate when you move faster than the character you're supposed to be following. So I am following slowly on purpose. The sheep are so funny to me. I mean, I know that's what sheep actually sound like, but there's something funny about it. Oh, there was more herbs over here. But I missed them because I didn't want to get too close to the combat arena.
So, can we get started?
We can.
We can.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far.
Yeah. Henry's been learning shit. There we go.
Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it.
Okay.
All right. Now try to hit me.
Okay.
You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. Very good. 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 Now you're getting it. Not bad. Very good.
Look how fucking slow those
The
swings
point of
are.
the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times.
That's what it's like when you when you first start out. Later on, I'll be swinging really fast and I'll be doing cool combos, but you know, not yet.
Good. Let's try something else. One strike, I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another. Good.
And see, look, the screen's turning blue because I'm running out of stamina.
Nice. Fine. All right.
That's everything he
enough.
taught me.
I don't know about you, but I'm tired and thirsty. Remember though, train hard. No one becomes a master swordsman overnight.
See,
You have to work and work. And the main thing is to use what you've learned in real combat. There's nothing better than experience, believe me.
I don't know if this guy just, you know, didn't have time to teach Henry more, or if he's a fucking charlatan. But, like, everything... If that's everything he taught Henry over the last few days, that's not enough to live. That's not enough to survive. Because, newsflash, Henry tries to use those skills very soon, and almost dies. As a matter of fact, he only survives because other people showed up, you know, right at the right moment. Anyway, now that I've got that out of the way, time to go back and talk to Papa. He's going to be so cross with me. He's going to be so upset with me. Oh dear Papa, I'm sorry I let you down. Where's he at? There he is. Father. Yeah, his name's Father.
Didn't you hear me calling you?
Nah. Alright, this is your persuasion bullshit. You know, you can simply use speech, but that's influenced by your reputation with the person you're talking to. Social status was paramount, so the quality of your attire and how well groomed you are, together with your reputation, can make a big difference. Also, if you look dangerous, people will be afraid to cross you. So, heavy armor, a big sword, and a high strength stat, those are another way to scare people. In some cases, you can use knowledge of another skill, i.e. horsemanship. And, this is the percentages and shit, and, level of reputation with your counterpart, you know, blah blah blah. So, it says here that my highest chance will be if I use charisma, because 5 plus 2. But I don't know what my dad's stats are. Alternatively, I could try and pick a fight with my own dad. I won't be ordered around. But nah, I'm gonna try and, you know, I'm gonna try and bluff him because I smell so nice from all the flowers I was picking.
Sorry, Father. I was taking a stroll and lost track of time. Somehow I had a feeling I was seeing everything for the first time.
Get it? Because this is the start of the game.
Boy, when are you going to get some sense?
It worked, by the way. Success.
Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzik, and I need your help.
With what?
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
Gotta get some charcoal.
I'll need some money then.
I'll need some money.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell
Henry's
him that next
like
time I'll come myself.
probably
Personally
17
use that
or
hammer
so.
to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure, we'll have to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
Oh,
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on
Ale.
the way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Don't be
Right,
talking shit about
make
my
sure
babe.
Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now. Work won't wait.
It most certainly will not. Alright. Game saved. Quest log. Alright, so I gotta go pick a fight. This is the fist fighting I was talking about. Alright. I could have also put Flingin' Poo in the title, because that's another thing I'll be doing, but that's a side quest, so, you know, it's possible that I don't do it, but I'm gonna be doing it, so, you know. But first, fist fighting. There was flower
God be
picking.
with you, Kunesh.
God be
What do
with
you
you.
want?
Yeah. Father sent me for money.
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer, and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
Bring me back me cogs, or fuck off.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
Oh, that's a threat. Let's see. See, there's no option to use, charisma on Kunesh. So, I can threaten him or I can use speech, but my speech stat is 2, so there's no way that's winning. So threaten, because it will start a fight.
It sounded like you just told me to clear off. But you wouldn't be stupid enough to think you can steal, not pay your debts, and then try to scare me, would you?
You son of a whore.
Yeah,
How dare you speak to me like that? Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners? No? Well, I'll teach you then.
You're almost guaranteed to lose this argument, and it leads to a fight, because they want this to serve as the fist-fighting tutorial. Fist fighting is actually a bit more complicated than sword fighting, even if you're using wooden swords. R2 for okay, got it. See, look, because he can do that weird grab. And see, look, if I try to go for a jab, he just does that weird grapple. So this is, like, genuinely difficult. Yeah. Yeah, see, he has, hit me so hard that I have, like, sustained a, lasting injury. And it will heal over time. There we go. I interrupted his shit with a kick. I kicked him in the shins. See, look, I don't know how he does that, but he does it every time I try to get him close. And, I don't know if you all can see it, but the purplish red, health bar to the left of my red health bar is, oh, fuck. Okay. Now see, look, when my stamina goes down like that, I start taking, like, heavy damage. And if the stamina goes all the way down, you're basically dead already. So, you know... Yeah, I don't know what Dobsidiri is. It's Czech, or, whatever. It's medieval Czech. And see, look, even if you miss, you're still, like, leveling up your stats.
Sod!
There we go. I won. You don't gotta kill him. You just gotta get him low.
Enough! Enough!
Yeah.
I give up. Take what you want. It's not much, but it's all I have. You understand?
You see, if you win this fight, he just straight up gives you the keys. You can get the axe, because your dad owes that. Axe, hammer, and nails. If you win the fight, he gives you his keys, and you can open the chest in his house with it. I just don't remember what room it's in. Of course it's in the last room I checked. Isn't it always? Oh yeah, also I can eat from his food to heal up a bit. And since I have the keys, I can just, you know, use the keys on the chest, and then I can go, oh wait, what's this? Oh no, that's just the sunlight coming in through the window. I thought it was gold coins or some shit. It's been a while since I played this part, so I couldn't remember if that was gold coins or not. Alright, hold on. Quest log. Buy a bag of charcoal at the market. 10 pieces of charcoal. Alright. So if I sell the axe and
Oh
the...
God, what happened to you? You look like you've been assaulted.
This time I was assaulted. I'm sorry, Mr. Charcoal Burner. I'm sorry for my disheveled appearance. Anyway, so I need to buy 10 pieces of charcoal. Now, normally, the only way you can afford to do that is if you sell the shit you just got from Kunesh. But, you know, I was doing a bunch of shit and, you know, made a bunch of money other ways. So, you know, I'm still gonna sell the axe, hammer, and nails because, they serve no purpose after this. But, you know, I could just straight up buy the charcoal with money I actually have, thanks to all the flower picking and selling I've done. You know, that is an option that is open to me. But, so look, this is the selling basket. I press square to look at the basket, and this is the selling half of the basket. And I'm gonna, yeah, there we go. And then I go, to the buy, and he only sells one thing, charcoal, so, add to basket 10 pieces of charcoal. See, normally, if you win that fight with Kunesh and get his keys, you can sell the axe, hammer, and nails for 5.4 groschen. And then the cost of charcoal, the cost of 10 charcoal is 0.4 groschen, and it leaves you with 5 groschen. I have 79 groschen already, so, you know, like, I cheated, you know? This kind of shit you could do in this game. So, now I check the basket again, and I can close the deal, and it'll, like, automatically give me the money for these things, and let him keep the money for the things I'm buying. It's perfect. But I'm gonna haggle.
Can we do something about the price?
I'm gonna haggle.
Sure, why not?
The bottom of the meter is me. And I'm gonna fucking haggle. See, look. It says how much I get and how much I pay. I'm trying to pay even less.
Agree?
I'd almost shake on that. Almost.
I'd almost shake my penis at that.
I'm finished. This is going nowhere.
Okay, so that deal is a bust. I haggled too close to the sun. But you can just start over. So, again, go to the sell page. Sell Kunesh's axe, Kunesh's hammer, and Kunesh's nails. Buy 10 pieces of charcoal. Go to the check basket. And then I'm gonna haggle. I'm gonna haggle.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, I might have lost some rep with this guy, but he's still gonna let me try to haggle. Because, you know, we know each other.
What do you say to this?
That sounds pretty interesting. A little less, and I'll be satisfied.
A little less, and I'll bust a nut. Alright, there we go.
Aye, for that amount, I can be persuaded.
So, I just negotiated a deal where he gave me money in exchange for taking some of his shit. That's the kind of shit you can pull off in this. I'm going to go get the crossguard next, because that's what's, you know, above getting the ale on the list. But also because, you know, there's one final thing to do. Also, if you go and talk to Mama, she'll patch up your wounds, because I got some ouchies while I was fighting Kunesh. So I gotta talk to mommy, and she'll kiss my boo-boos to make them better. Where's she at? Ma! Ma! Oh man, she's around here somewhere. She doesn't travel far from the house. Also, I should, you know, wash myself off as much as I can. Where the F is she? I'm looking. There it is. I know she's around here somewhere. I need to, cause like these are lasting injuries, and they might not be like bleeding, but they will get worse before they get better, and I don't have stuff I need to heal it myself. There she is. There's Mom. Ma, I got some boo-boos.
Ma? Ma! I'm hurt. Won't stop bleeding.
Oh, now, stop squealing like a baby and show me that.
Yeah. She only does this once.
There you are. Good
So,
as
you
new.
know.
You ought to learn to do
fucking-
that yourself.
Thanks, Ma.
She only does this once, so, you know, win the first fight with Kunesh, and then, you know, get a free patch-up after. Alternatively, if you're really bad at the game, you could do like I did, and lose the fight with Kunesh, and discover that Ma can patch you up, and get a little full of yourself and think, oh, I can just keep trying, and so you go right back to him and piss him off again, and then find out that she does not do that again. Like, goddamn, Ma, don't you care about your son?
Be with you.
God be with you too.
I'm with you, Henry.
Fuck yeah, getting the
How are you?
crossguard from the castle
Father sent me.
guy.
We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and pommel. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Fuck yeah.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
This camera angle makes me think of Monty Python.
Just
I don't
make
know
sure you
why.
don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Yeah. Fucking everyone in town knows each other.
Magnificent.
It's funny.
Shame I can't keep
They
the
all
sword
get
for
along.
myself.
Yeah.
Well, I'd
Shame,
better go
shame
if
you
we're to
can't
get the job done by this
keep the
evening.
sword for yourself.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
Fuck
Certainly
yeah.
will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Got the crossguard for the new sword. Fuck yeah. So now all that's left is to pick up some ale. And, I will not be doing that yet. Because I did mention how there is a flinging poo side quest that I didn't mention in the title of the video. Title of the stream. There is a flinging poo side quest. I'm going to do that before I get the ale. Because if I get the ale first, it will be warm by the time I bring it home, and Father does not approve. So yeah, let's do this side quest. Oh, I love this song. This music that's playing right now is the instrumental version of a song with lyrics that it will play more later on in an important section of the game.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king.
We're getting some fucking
would not go to their deity.
1400s politics up in this shit.
Now even the
God
Pope
be with you, Henry.
I'm with you, Matthew.
Hey, Matthew.
What's going on here?
Deutsch is spouting shit.
What?
Just listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Fritz is the only reliable one.
has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Oh, yeah. It's a good question.
It's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal.
Oh, yeah.
Sir Radzig is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your deal will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
and don't forget about Gutenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Oh, man.
Yes,
Don't you just love 1403 Bohemian politics?
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do?
I might have an idea.
Oh.
Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
Too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad?
Okay, no, I got them mixed up. Fritz is the big dumb one. So who's the skinny one? What's his name? I can't remember his name.
It made me think of
Matthew's the one in red.
Parliament
Fritz is the one in the brown.
You know.
And
the one right next is freshly white.
the one with the yellow hood is
we should
the
redecorate for him.
is the smart friend.
Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some tears will do.
This is the Fling and Poo side quest that I didn't mention in the title because it's a side quest.
We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our
Fritz
duty
is
to
a point.
defend the honor of our king.
Oh yeah. The one with the yellow hood is named Matthias. And he's the smart friend. He's the reliable one. I'll do it. I will throw poo.
Father can wait a while.
My words exactly.
I will throw poo at this
Let's go.
German dude's house.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Yeah, the one in the yellow hood is Matthias. Matthew is the one in red. Fritz is the one in brown. Fritz is the dumb one. Matthew is the one whose prankster ideas get the group into trouble. And Matthias is the only smart one. He's the one who gets them out of trouble on account of he's so smart. But if it weren't for them, he'd never get into trouble in the first place. Alright, discuss the plan of attack with my friends.
So are we doing this or not?
Wait. We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
I honestly didn't notice.
Aye, it is. Henry, you go lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Because you're the clever one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Henry's the clever one. Yeah, sure. I mean, Henry's the main character. Henry's the balanced one. Matthias is the clever one. Deutsch's wife.
What do you want, lad?
Talk to Deutsch's wife. Your husband's causing some shit.
I just went by the tavern, and your husband was in there talking nonsense.
Your husband's talking mad shit, lady. You better keep that hoe on a leash.
What sort of nonsense?
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard, that sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty.
Thought you should
the
fucking
fool.
kill him.
Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
He mentioned the popes.
Mentioned the popes too.
Thank you for telling me. I just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
I hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight. I know that's not what she sounded like, but it was close enough to me that it, like, triggered my instincts. Anyway, now it's time to throw shit. we throw shit at the German man's house. I lose reputation for this, but the whole town will be burned in a moment anyway. Why do you park your house right in front of a pile of shit? Or park the pile of shit right in front of your house?
Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
King and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Maybe
Nearly
not
as good as
clean.
having that traitor in the pillory. Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund.
We're just throwing shit at the dude's house. We're just a bunch of pranksters.
What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Oh, there's Deutsch's kid.
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sons! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Now we get a little more fist fighting.
Try. What are you doing here, Zbigniew? Hanging out with this poxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Throw some shit. There was a rock in that one.
Fucker! I'll make you pay for that.
Yeah, you can tell the voice acting's not, like, professional in a lot of these, but the important characters sound good enough. So, here we go. Okay, yeah, see, he's gone down. Okay, Matthias's girlfriend just warned us that the cops are on their way, so, we gotta get away.
How are you, Henry?
Yeah. And we can just all, you know, run around the edge of the village to stay away from the cops.
Look out.
I'm looking out. I'm running interference. I'm looking out. Make sure no one's coming up behind. Oh my god, the cow. Watch out for the cow. I think they hit their head on the branch. Like, Henry just kind of like walks right through it because, you know, video game character. But I think the guys behind me hit their head on the branch because it sounded like they did. Alright, I can run the rest of the way before they get there. Shit. Alright. Just don't get too close to the cop and I guess they don't fuck with you. I forgot that cop was there. Which means I also forgot, like, how close you could get without getting caught. But, yeah, here we are. We've all made it back. It's, automatic, as far as I remember. Or maybe, maybe I gotta talk to him.
Well, we sorted that Deutsch out.
Yeah, we sorted him out.
That was pretty close, eh?
That old bastard didn't stand a chance.
Fuck yeah, he didn't.
True, but I'm worried that fucker Hans will snitch on us.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good point. It's not as if anyone really likes the Deutsch.
It's true. It's lucky Johanka warned us.
It's a good thing Johanka warned us.
Well-behaved girl like that. I'm surprised she didn't call the catch pole.
She must have seen Matthias.
What do you mean?
Because he fancies her. And I think maybe she likes the look of him too.
Hey. Shut up, you idiot.
Nice job.
Anyway, nice job at the Deutschers. Never a dull moment with you lot.
Fuck yeah. These are the kind of friendships that'll last forever, Henry. Cherish them. Because in a few moments, they'll be gone like tears in the rain. I could kill you right here. No one would even say a thing. Oh man. So now that I've done all that and that stupid side quest for Fling and Pooh, I can get the ale. I can go talk to Henry's girlfriend, who works at the local tavern. To
Good
get.
save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
Fuck yeah.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Your beauty, of course.
Yeah. Charmer.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
I need ale for father.
A pitcher as usual?
I need ale for father.
Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
A cool one, yeah. We getting it from the cool side of the pillow.
Here you are.
Here you are.
Thanks.
She just handed
It's
me a
me
whole
today.
pitcher off screen
You
there.
can pay me back this evening.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
Oh yeah?
I can't wait.
What are we gonna have? See, look, the ale just cost 0.2 groschen. Fuck yeah.
You
I'm.
too.
I have so much money left
By
over.
the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vanya.
I suppose. He is a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
Yeah, like
What use would that be to you?
I already
Enough.
know about this, but still.
You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Oh.
Is that so?
One more
Now,
thing.
what would that be?
Your favorite Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
Alright, 5 Savior Schnapps. This is how you save your game. It is a mildly alcoholic beverage. So, you can save your game and also level up your alcohol tolerance. But I'm just going to rely on autosaves for the time being because nothing too serious is happening yet. I've done the flower picking and the fist fighting, and after this forging, we will have
Yeah, about time. Have you got everything I wanted?
the final thing. Yeah, I have everything.
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son.
Let's
Well
have it
done.
then. Yeah, fuck yeah. Crossguard for new sword has been parted with.
Right.
Okay.
Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us.
Oh, this is a good cutscene.
Look at that, lad.
Oh,
That's what I call craftsmanship.
It's beautiful.
What does the inscription mean? Damned if I know.
I don't speak
Doesn't look
Latin.
like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. This will be the finest sword I've ever made.
Fuck yeah.
We got the charcoal. Good. We'll fire up the forge. We'll put it all together.
Fired up. Riot.
By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house. He was here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologize to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well. And having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
We're in trouble
Yes.
now.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. And we'll never have this conversation again.
Oh, how right you are.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
The boy gets caught, making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
He's giving him good lessons, but Henry just doesn't want to hear it. He wants to be a badass.
Furnace is ready.
You know?
Right, we'll do the grip.
Do the grip.
I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing.
Whip it out. Man, imagine, like, I would not be able to do this. It looks scary. Like, you're just forcing it on there. Like, what if your hand slips? What if you fucking burn?
Once more.
I mean, obviously they did, but the point I'm making is I don't want that to happen to me.
Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Alright. Prepare the guard. You gotta align it properly.
Father, why did you leave Prague?
Oh, yeah.
Who ever heard
We're
of a
hearing
master
about it.
swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague, and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
What about him?
You think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name.
Fuck Sigismund.
How's it going?
All my homies hate Sigismund.
Give it here.
Literally, all my homies hate Sigismund. Matthias, Fritz, and Matthew all hate Sigismund. That's what the poo throwing was about. We were all there for it. Just hammer that down. Don't you gotta, like, wrap some leather cord around that to, like, make it good?
Indeed it is.
Indeed it
The Lord be
is.
with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Oh, it's the
Good day
miller's
to you,
daughter.
Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Alright, I'll fetch him.
Henry, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Thanks for asking. I'm just still a little messy and have some, like, noticeable wounds. I still have, like, a little bit of white on my health bar that ain't going away. Was she right there earlier when I couldn't find her? It'd be kind of a dick move if she was. Anyway, here's those nails. Oh, marigold decoction. Okay, I'm just taking all of this because I'm going to learn first aid soon, and bandages can be used once you have first aid. And the nails are a quest item that I need right now. And marigold decoction, that's basically health potion. That's this game's version of a health potion. And savior schnapps, I already explained those. That's how you save your game. So there's no reason not to take this entire chest. Unless you can't carry it all. That's a pretty good reason. Because, like I said earlier, you need to be able to stay fast. Soon.
What are you loitering around here for?
Yeah, what you loitering around here for? Answer the question.
Henry, are you alright?
Alright, whatever. Here's your nails.
Here are those nails you wanted.
That will do. Go and get those damn nails.
So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Yeah, and I can nail you there.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly
I just gave her the nails, Pa.
Fine lass, eh? Now, stop staring at her and come and see this.
Come and see
It's
this.
time for the trial by fire.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do some practice cuts. Oh fuck yeah. Oh yeah.
We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsman.
These guys just appeared out of nowhere. They weren't there a second
Those
ago.
days are gone, sir.
Fuck yeah.
You haven't lost your skills, though.
Oh, look, he did leather wrap it while I was going to get the nails. Okay, cool. Fuck yeah.
Would you like to try it?
Oh, yes.
So, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it.
Let him try it. Sir Radzig is cool. I don't know anything about his real self from real history.
You still have a lot to learn.
But
Ask your father
he's
to show
cool
you
in this
how.
game.
He knows what he's about.
Yeah.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Sir
That's
Isvan?
the line from the trailer.
If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to
He's
find
gonna
such an
shoot
accomplished swordsmith working
He's
with
gonna
Fistfighting.
pull the trigger and shoot the
A man of
blade.
his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
And we'll never tell
I'd be
it.
glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here.
Never gonna tell that story.
Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
Hell yeah.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
Oh yeah. Father's name is Martin.
It's been an honor, Sir Isvan. Have a safe journey to Sassa.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzig. Thank you for the hospitality.
Hospitality is awesome.
A long, peculiar history.
That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzig said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down.
Yeah, maybe,
I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
I have.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no
A
glory.
man my age. He looks like
keeping your head on your shoulders.
mid-30s at the
I
most.
want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree, and by your mother's
Maybe
side.
late 30s.
So do I.
He's got a little bit of grey in his beard.
But first, I'd like to see the world. Meet new people.
Meet them, or beat them.
Meet.
Both.
You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
Oh, there's a messenger.
A messenger?
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Oh, look at that. There's a lot of dudes.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully.
Listen
Take the
to
sword,
me.
Go into the house.
Listen to me now.
What's important for your trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzik. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Alright. Shit's getting serious. And Henry has a very Roman nose.
We have to close the gates. Move!
Like,
Come on, we're closing.
this motherfucker could be on a fucking Roman coin. Motherfucker looks like fucking
Henry, thank God. Get inside quick. We have
Julius
to get
Caesar.
these people. Come on.
Mind this for me.
Like, he's got that kind of profile.
You can't go back. Get through the gates.
Henry is not a bad-looking dude when he, you know, looks his best. Of course, you could say the same for just about anyone at any point in history. You just, you know, clean yourself up and take care of yourself. Anyone looks good, you know? Everyone looks good when they're at their best. He gets to see it happen. Oh, that's fucked up. Ain't that fucked up? All right.
Come on, Hal. You can still make it. Run.
Run! Run, coward.
Ride to Talmberg. Tell them what's coming. Warn them.
Yeah, so my job is to be the messenger. Gotta take the side path to go out the back gate and then run like hell. And there's Sir Radzik, very disappointed with how everything turned out. and also worried. There we go. Got Sir Radzig's sword. Game saved. Now I gotta fucking run. That is like the name of the quest and the current mission objective. Fucking run. And before you ask why, it's because the enemy soldiers are literally right behind me right now. How do I equip my weapon? There we go. It's left on the D-pad. I gotta have this ready because shit's about to go down.
Don't touch me, or I'll kill you.
Remember the miller's daughter, Teresa, the girl who
Hell, you Tatar beast!
came to pick up some nails? Okay, I saved her. There we go. Like, you just gotta run up and tap them, and then they focus on you. And now you gotta fucking run. Just keep galloping the whole way. Like, if you slow down for even a second, you will get fucked. And then it does a little cutscene, and then right after the cutscene, you gotta keep galloping. Oh yeah, see, got shot in the cutscene. You know how, like, in most video games, arrows don't do jack shit? In this video game, they do all the damage. Arrows are the most powerful thing in the game. If you get really good with a bow, you don't need a sword. But for now, I just gotta focus on riding the horse. Like, see, look, down there, I've got a bloody foot, and I'm bleeding because of the arrow. And I gotta conserve horse stamina while also, you know,
Left. Talmud is to the left, along the stream.
Yes, I remember. They are right behind me the whole time. I gotta conserve horse stamina. That's the green bar in the upper left of the rest of the bar. And if the horse stamina goes too low, then the horse might buck me off, and I'm basically dead. And so, like if I let off the gallop, and revert to a trot, then the horse gets some stamina back, and then I can double tap again to gallop again.
Run for it!
And this is like, you gotta thread the needle, because Henry's horse riding skill is shit, so, you know, he can't maintain balance on a tired horse. But, you know, you're being shot at the whole way. So you can't, you can't, slow down to let the horse, catch its breath. You just gotta, you gotta go for it. And I'm almost there. I think I can do a gallop. Okay, no, I cannot do a gallop the rest of the way. I'm still too far out. Oh god, there's fucking magpies in the tree branches. I hate that sound. There we go, I made it. And I got a level in horsemanship right there at the end. Ooh, you gotta thread the needle on horse stamina plus Henry's stamina, which is Henry's balance on the horse, while also being shot, while also bleeding out from the arrow Warning shots. It's a slightly larger town with a much better defended keep. So, you know, Henry's safe now. Yeah, you better close the gate. Don't want them getting in, do you? Henry's safe for now, anyway. Because this is a slightly larger town with a much better defended main keep. I mean, I don't know if it counts as a castle, although it technically does, but it's not what you
Someone
think
give him a
of when you
drink.
hear the word castle.
And bring hot wine and bandages.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, hot wine. Hell yeah. Give me some spiced wine, yes.
Tell me, boy, who are you, and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz.
Oh, he's from
They
Skalitz.
burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tartars?
Maybe Tartars. Teresa called them Tartars, too.
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
Oh, take a look at it. It's right there. Yeah, all the townspeople are talking.
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out.
Just pull it out. Whip it out. Check it out.
Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone.
Oh, thank God.
It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand?
Yeah, I'm assuming that, like, Henry just, like, passed out
There you go.
for a second
What is new?
from the shock. Like that time I got fucking cold-cocked from behind and was, like, unconscious for, like, 2
You idlers
seconds.
nothing better to do. Get back to work.
That was,
You'll
like,
have to speak to
20
Lord
years ago
Divish.
now.
Can you manage?
So now I gotta talk to the local lord. A different local lord, you know. The lord of Skalitz was Sir Radzig. Now I gotta talk to Lord Divish of Talmberg. Yeah, this fancy man. He's a little older than Radzig.
Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz.
There was maybe a dozen
The ones who did
banners,
the slaughtering
not
spoke
dozens.
a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground, but a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army.
Oh, yeah.
Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe.
Maybe.
What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
Henry Smith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle?
No.
I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us.
You're welcome.
Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
All right. Now Henry is famished after all that. So current quest objective is to get some food in you. And then after that, I'll cut it here. I don't know if I'll keep playing or not. Well, I mean, I don't know if I'll keep recording or not. I definitely will keep playing, because I like this game. I don't know if I'll keep recording, though. I mean, technically we haven't even seen the opening credits yet. I could, you know, do that. That's a thing I could do. Oh, I discovered my bed. They've given me a bed. I'm supposed to talk to you?
You've done well, lad.
Yes.
I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in.
I'm
Why
a
don't
bit
you go to
done
the
in.
kitchen and have a good meal. Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
There is wisdom in your words.
I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes.
Like, Henry is so hungry now that
sure he had
he wobbles when he
He had a
walks.
fine reputation.
Alright. Gotta load the next cutscene. Load times are a bit ass on this, I'll admit. But,
Ah, milady.
you know, I
You're
still like
fortunate
it.
our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
I could
Indeed.
eat.
How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master?
I don't think this game has bears,
Here you are.
and I'm glad for that.
Eat your fill.
I've never seen a bear in
And a
this
little
game.
wine to wash it down.
Worst I've seen is a wild dog.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly,
Lady Stephanie is really nice.
Young Henry here is
nicer
overwhelmed
than
by
I
a
deserve.
Yes, yes. Thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Yeah.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
It's like
Night,
3 p.m. But, you know, she ain't gonna see him again until the
When
sun
you've
goes
done,
down, so.
You can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
You don't actually have to take off the boots. He just says that. He wants to insult you. I don't think he actually wants to insult you. It's just, he's, you know, just talking.
Oh, God. Eat. Food.
This is what it's like when he's super hungry.
From Skalitz? How did you manage that?
Here, I can tell you about it. I can tell you about escaping from Skalitz. It was awful. Sigismund came with his army.
It was a fine sunny day until Sigismund came with his army.
I got
I
6
saw
plus
him
1
sitting there with
on
his
that
red
charisma
beard
check.
and proud posture as he gave the signal to attack.
Yeah, I could see it from that far away. Somehow she believes that. Then the slaughter began.
They began murdering.
Yeah, my
They cut down
intimidation
anyone
is
who didn't fight
higher
in the
than her
castle,
intimidation,
destroyed
so
everything in their path.
I can talk about
Terrible
violence and
cries
she'll
of
believe it.
wounded and the
I
dying
look scarier than
forget
she
it.
does, so she'll believe that
It
I've
was
been
only
through
by
scary
some
shit.
miracle I managed to take one of their horses and ride here.
How
Success.
terrible. All the saints in heaven must have been watching over you to keep you alive. But you're safe here now.
Hell yeah. Oh shit. See, look, I'm all wobbly and blurry. That's what it's like when you're super hungry. So I'm gonna get this lentil mash.
Fled from Skalitz. How did you manage that?
You want to hear about it too? Fuck. I'm gonna have to talk about this with everyone. Sigismund came with his army.
Fine sunny day until Sigismund came with his army.
I saw him
I
sitting
get
there
the
with his
speech
red beard
XP,
and
even
proud
if it's the
posture as
same
he gave
exact
the signature
conversation,
attack.
just with a different person. I'm still getting speech XP, so I gotta do it. You know, I can't see her intimidation stat. Even if I assume it's lower than mine, I already know that my speech stat is higher than hers, so I'm gonna go with that instead.
We all ran towards the castle for shelter, but they were too fast for us.
Slightly different
They
conversation that
slaughtered
way.
everyone they caught and torched their houses. I barely escaped, and they murdered my parents.
God bless you, boy. I'm terribly sorry for your loss.
Yeah, well, let me eat then, because I'm about to die of hunger. Inventory, food, lentil mash. This gives 0 nourishment, but it gives... Oh, no, wait, I'm sorry. It gives 9 nourishment. Yeah, my nourishment is at 0 right now. So, yeah, definitely got to eat this lentil mash. My energy is at 30, so I can't risk eating anything that will take my energy. I'm gonna eat these bread rolls too. I'm just gonna eat everything on the table that isn't labeled steel, because that's how fucking hungry Henry is. And you gotta take care of your Henry, or you'll die, because you are Henry in this game. Wait, why am I picking up cheese? Cheese gives negative energy. Well, now I gotta take it all, because my OCD. But, let's see, roast duck. Fuck yeah. I love poultry. Or fowl, if you want to call it fowl. Oh, and someone in the courtyard is singing a song. Alright, see, this is going to give me 26 nourishment, but negative 6 energy. But I'm about to go rest in a nice fancy bed, so I guess it's okay. Because, see, your nourishment is going to go down while you're resting. So, you need to eat something that... Yeah, see, my nourishment is 101 now. See, you can be, like, overeat. You see, you've eaten too much. You won't be hungry for much longer, but you'll be clumsy until you've digested. Yeah, see, now, like, I'm tired and hungry. You know, I'm not hungry anymore.
I need to lie down before I split my face open from yawning.
Relatable. Holy shit. Have you ever fucking yawned so hard your fucking jaw hurts? That's what he's doing. That's what he's living through right now. You know what? I can probably eat this other bread roll too to, you know, have a little bit more in reserve whenever I go to bed. 'Cause now the objective is to go sleep in this nice fancy bed they've set aside for me. And he told me to take off my filthy boots, but I'm not gonna fucking do that. I'm gonna rub the mud all over the bed, and he's gonna have to live with it. But what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna end it here, because if I remember correctly, it doesn't autosave when you sleep in a bed you own, and this bed is one that Henry owns now. So look, I'm gonna see, look, you can only rest for like 12 hours at a time. But also, as you'll see partway through this sleep is actually going to be interrupted by a late night visit. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, patrols doubled.
If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood?
Yeah. And Henry's sleeping right there.
Yes?
Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady...
She brought me more food.
No, not at all.
Lady Stephanie is
What brings you
way
here
too
this
nice
hour?
to Henry.
I thought you could do with a little wine.
Cool, I get drunk!
It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady... Thank you. You really shouldn't... You could have sent a sermon.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Are we ever truly alone?
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world.
Oh, she's been
Although
through
your
some
loss
shit.
is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Yeah, sure, I already talked about it to two other ladies. So, might as well. We can embellish even more in this conversation. Tell the story of the raid.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
Okay. I went to collect a debt
A fellow
because
by
my
the name of
charisma.
Kunesh owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunesh had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved. But Kunesh still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
Well, success.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzik.
Yeah, she's not going to believe anything I say with,
The sword was taking
violence.
shape when Sir Radzik himself came to have a look at it.
because I don't look violent to
Praised
her.
Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
Success.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
Oh, but I have enough
I saw
speech to
smoke
convince
on the
her.
horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
And then death descended on Skalitz.
Okay,
The gate to the castle was open. The bells and horns sounded the alarm, and the villagers ran to the castle to take cover. They were carrying the few possessions they could grab in haste, and I saw the terror in their eyes.
I can't even imagine how awful it must have been.
she's not going
I
to
ran
believe
the
anything I
castle
say
like
with
our neighbours
violence.
to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the
But my
battlements called
charisma
out to
and
me to
speech
flee
is
to
high
Talmberg
enough
and
to
warn me.
convince her.
I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle.
Yeah, you didn't know that path. They told you about it. Needed a horse.
I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Indeed I did.
And I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzik's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
never forget the horror.
Valiant knights poke dudes in the ass and then run off on a stolen horse. poke a dude in the back with your sword and then steal their horse.
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world.
Oh,
That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding.
Bless your heart, Lady
those
Stephanie.
Who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith.
What about lust and sloth? And
Fate.
the other
Not
sins.
been merciful to me, and my
Greed,
husband
envy,
either.
pride, sloth,
Also in comparison to the horrors you
lust,
went through. I
wrath.
was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot
What's
older
the last
than
one?
I, but a woman must bear her lot.
Greed, envy, pride,
Shortly after our
lust,
marriage,
sloth,
before I even
wrath.
got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He
What's the
stormed the
seventh
castle,
one?
burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the
Greed,
old chamberlain.
envy,
He imprisoned my husband in the
pride,
castle and put his own
lust,
garrison there.
sloth, wrath.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir
I never remember
Robert.
the seventh one. Holy shit.
We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king, and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail.
Gluttony. That's the seventh one.
We tried for years.
Holy shit.
But it seemed I was
Holy
destined to
shit.
be left
I
alone.
can't believe how
and my
hard it was
husband
to remember
rot
them all.
in jail in his own castle.
Like I said before, I'm not a Catholic.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Harvel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city. There was something going on.
Like, this is how she's trying to relate to Henry, just seeing his entire village get killed, including his parents right in front of him. She's trying to relate to Henry's problems by talking about how she's bored.
Would that were true, lad.
Like, bitch, read the room. Your boredom means jack shit to me.
You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
She's a little sheltered. She doesn't realize how fucking offensive that is.
Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
And Henry's a little horny. He doesn't realize how offensive that is, because it's a pretty lady saying it. Fuck. Yeah, see, look, Henry just fucking sleeps in fucking exactly what you left him in. Anyway, we're gonna do some more sleeping. Fucking flashbacks, survivor's guilt, PTSD. That is not how it happened, Henry. You're remembering it wrong because of your survivor's guilt. That is the opposite of what happened, Henry. You're remembering it wrong because of your fucking guilt and your PTSD. Oh, you
Henry,
poor thing.
wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Kingdom Hearts
Come to the
4 is out.
battlements. The trolls reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Alright, if I remember correctly, it auto-saves here. I'm gonna fucking end it here. Yeah, it auto-saves here, so I'm gonna end it here. I mean, it also does an autosave when you exit, but this is where I'm ending it. And I might, play more on stream, and I might not. I'm definitely gonna play more, but I don't know if I'm gonna stream it. Because, I was just streaming for the hell of it. I don't got anyone here with me. So, I don't know. We'll see. I do like this game, though. And if anyone ends up watching this stream, I hope you like my commentary. Because, I'm about to end it. I'm ending the stream now.